Hey, good morning, everybody. Good to be back. Welcome to the CR&E Morning Brew. Oh, what do we got today? It is the 14th of March, almost the Ides of March for those of you that are into Julius Caesar and Shakespeare. Ides of March. I forgot to even grab a cup. Just got my generic cup. All right. Hey, my buddy Robert. What's up, Robert? How the hell you been, bud? Train Freak Jason, good morning. Ray Bertelson, good morning. Mike, Deep Run Railroad, I see you there as well. Good morning. Dwayne's Fork and Spoon, how you doing? Of course, we got Curly in here. Always look forward to seeing Curly. Mr. Dwight. Scott from Waycross Train Spotter, good morning. Hey, Fred. I see that build's coming along pretty good, man. I like that. Down there in Texas. Totally different from what you had there. Tom's in this layout. Good morning. Rick's Trains, good morning. There's my buddy Chris, Tennessee River Union. Jabanecki. What's happening? Is that rain coming my way? They say it's supposed to rain. I don't know how long it'll be on here. I know I say it every week, but I got guys out there right now. They just showed up there tearing off my garage roof and putting a new roof on the garage and gutters on the house. Long time coming. Ask Artie. My garage roof was literally covered in moss on one side. It was more moss than it was shingles, I think. So before in my neighborhood, if you tear down, because it's a single car detached garage, it's an old neighborhood. But if I was to tear that garage down completely, I would by code have to build a double car garage. I would love to, but I really don't have room or money to. I could take that garage down stick by stick, rebuild a wall, rebuild, you know what I mean? One wall or two at a time, and it wouldn't be considered demolished. I could rebuild it. And the only reason I know this for a fact is my neighbor a couple of doors down, about 7-8 years ago, I had to do that. And they made him put up a 20 by 20 or 22 by 20, whatever garage. It was a double car garage, you know. And geez, back then, he paid back then for that garage. Probably wasn't paying for the roof on this one. Damn it. Rant. Where's Jim? Being out today. That's okay, Jason. Appreciate you stopping in anyways. No more Flat Freddy. Yeah. That was a cool layout you had there. I know you had some issues and had to do some repair work and so on and so forth, but it was a pretty cool layout. This one is too, so I'm anxious to see how you're going to, I'm sure you're going to add some scenery to those mountains and things like that and trees, and it's going to look really good when you get that all in. It looks good already, but I know once you get all that going, it's going to look even better. You just have like your base coat of paint and stuff on there. It's going to look nice. I'm trying to stay caught up on your stuff, but, YouTube is. All right, I think I got everybody. I'm going to run all the way back to the top quickly. The only one I have here is 8:04 last night. I got Curly Express. And then Grandpa Rail. Let's see, have a great show. I'll be hearing a hearing test. Okay. Yeah, what? A hearing test? They'd be in this N scale. Make sure I wake up on time. Okay. Tammy. Morning to all in the chat. That was this morning. Tammy and Ray. Okay. Now I'm going back to the bottom. Trying to stay on track today. So I've been busy. Working on the layout. First of all, can you guys hear me all right? I'm assuming you can. Somebody would have said something by now. Hey, George, Florida Railroad Dog. How you doing, bud? I'm doing good. Okay, good. Loud and clear. Thanks, Jason. So, I think I've been working on the town up. I'm pointing up here because that's where the town is right there. I don't have a camera on that today. I gotta get more cameras around this layout, but in due time. Um, Let me just say hi. Okay, good. I'm trying not to miss him. But track work is happening. Jason helped me with the updated track plan to run a double track through. So right now I'm up to, try to keep it in the camera, Dave. So I'm down here where the climb comes up in here. I got this all laid to the town. Oh my God, this is a pain in the ass. Okay, this curve on the inside main, Jesus, is down about here, just coming onto the peninsula. This outer line is through the backdrop, and I'm up to about in this general area where this ladder is. And then I got the inside curve coming around to this, where this ladder starts here. I know it's hard to see that. It would be easier if I was able to bring it up. I don't know if I'm able to bring it up to share. By the time I figure that out, it'll be noon. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, send me a message or whatever later, and we'll talk about it. Oh yeah, is that today? Is that from Florida or from Texas, or is that coming out of California? Where's he going? No, he moved to Texas. He got the hell out of California, didn't he? Because of his commies. He left that commie state. Hey, there's my buddy Anthony. I did tell Anthony, but I am going to be coming down to Timonium. We'll stay with Anthony again if you don't mind having me. I think he's good with that. He says he is. He's just a nice guy. He won't tell me otherwise. So yeah, I'll be coming down for that. It's April 26th, 7th weekend. So I'm excited for that to come down there again. Robert, or anybody that knows of or has tortoise switch machines, new or used, as long as they're in good shape, for a reasonable price, willing to make a deal or something. I am out of machines now. I'm going to need a ton more, and I'm just trying to find some deals on them, So anybody that is looking to get rid of some or knows of somebody getting rid of some, I would appreciate that. I'm trying to at least get my main lines run. I like to run that with new track, so I know there's no issues at all with the track as far as any kind of dings or dents or anything like that. Probably isn't any anyways, but so I don't know if I'll have enough to go all the way around with that. Texas, okay, I thought so. I thought he moved out of California, just like so many others. Had enough. Derailed Daryl was telling me yesterday they're trying to fine you. They're trying to pass a law to fine people. I thought he said 25 grand. I could be wrong on that. Sounds excessive. For misgendering somebody, basically, and saying, there's only two genders and this and that. You do. All right. Well, hit me up. Let me know. As long as it's a decent price, I'm going to need them. Well, I mean, smells will be fine because that would replace the switch 8s and the switch its and stuff. Jason was nice enough to give me a great deal on some switch 8s and that a few weeks ago. So I bought a few of those. So, but the smells, I guess, would work as well. You can program that itself. You don't need to attach that to anything else to program, right, Fred? With like a tortoise, you have to put onto a switch 8 or a switch it in order to program it to work with the controller. So all my tortoises, I run off of this. Well, not all of them. The 1 yard down here, the Crooked River Co-op, is on toggles. I used a switch 8 with a button board. So leave me 6 tortoise machines, Dave. We'll see how many I get. I mean, if I was to power up every turnout on this layout on this upper level, I need like a total of 50 or something on this level. I could count them, but it might take me an hour. Counting's hard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 5, 6, 7, 8, 30, 1, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. I lied. 43. No, wait. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. All right. I lied by 1. 49. Wait, 50 because I need 2 for that 3-way switch. So I need 50. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need 40 more. I don't know. I'm thinking about just okay, Robert, go. As long as I don't care that they're used. As long those screws are hard to come by. I mean, the wire's not hard to get. Those screws are a pain in the ass. I know you can buy them off eBay and stuff, but David might have 6 or 12 tortoises. Oh, yeah, let me know what you want for them, and maybe we can work out something. Again, I mean, just I get a list of people that have things for sale. I may not be able to buy it this very minute, but I mean, I want to slowly start getting them. But again, I'm kind of debating whether I just want to use in the yards and that just throwing them by hand, you know. Oh, there's Daryl. Good morning, Dave. Hello, chat. Whistle while you work. Yeah, I know you're always working, but it's okay. He's a busy guy, man. I'll tell you what. Already, I see you got stuck at the doctor's or something. You didn't get to do the show last night, man. Cab crew. Big dummy. Tell the doctor to hurry his ass up. What the hell? Thomas Moore, good morning. Smells require track power. Switch 8 from NC can have separate power applied. Yeah. I've just been hooking the switch 8s up to track power, to be honest with you. Because if you want to use the program, don't you have to have them attached to some kind of track power to get the signal, or does it not matter? Maybe I'm just overthinking that. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're a titch more expensive, but they're it replaces having to buy that other board, you know, the decoder board. Heath, you knucklehead. The New York Central Railroad and Southern Railway in Evansville, Indiana. Yesterday, they're both dead-end tracks. Okay. Yeah, New York Central used to run through Cleveland. 25,000 if you get convicted of say men can't get pregnant. That's what it was. How stupid, man. They go, oh, trust the science, but then they can't figure out that there's only 2 genders. Idiots. I can't do it anymore. Oh, well, I don't want to get into the Jim Tedesco realm, but I think any sane person understands this. I'm going to head over to my parents' house. I'll see y'all later. Have a great, fantastic day. Okay, Robert. Yeah, let me know on that flex track and stuff. And, send me a message or whatever later on. Appreciate it. But yeah, definitely email is in the chat. If you guys want, I'm going to go ahead and throw that up there. Yeah, there it is. That's right. There's 3 R's in Crooked River. It's Crooked River Railroad at Gmail. But it's Crooked River RR at Gmail. So it gets confusing when I type it. I don't know why I did that. It sounded great. I need to go get some tortoise machines also. Yeah. I mean, they're expensive. Oh, wow. Jeez. That's a long time at the doctor. Mini servos. I have not considered mini servos. Don't know how those work. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I never thought of mini servos. Yeah, listen, I think you guys have heard me say it before. I'm really not an electronics guy or a computer guy. I'm kind of winging this. Guys like Jason, Artie, Daryl's. Well, Daryl, in his defense, he doesn't do a lot with tortoise. He just doesn't use them. I think he knows enough about them. But a lot of you guys are the ones that have basically taught me on this stuff, at least enough to get in trouble or get me out of trouble. I just, servos probably would work, I guess. I don't know. Is that what you use, Ken? So a double crossover just got made. Should have that in a couple of days. Hey, there's Wigwag. How you doing? Smails do not need to be on the same DCC bus as your track, but they do need to be powered by DCC. All my switch machines are on separate DCC bus. Okay. Well, I have to figure out how to run a DCC bus. I have a DC bus that I ran all around both levels, thinking I would use those for like lighting. I was thinking about using those like for the tortoises and that, which I probably can. But I'm not sure. But the idea was to run that. Now I could turn that bus, the DC bus, into a DCC bus probably. I'm not sure what I hook that into. Would it be just basically hooking it into the, like one of my power packs or whatever, NCE packs down there? Told you, I'm kind of dumb to this stuff. I'm more of a power cab guy. Plug the damn thing in and go, Getting into more of this stuff as I've gone along. I've learned some, but it's still, some of it confuses the hell out of me. Jason, if you use alternate power, how do you use your controller to program them? That's a good question. Yeah, so there's my email. If you guys have something you think that might work for me, whether it be smails, whether it be tortoises, not against the smails at all. I'm totally fine with using them. I just was going with the tortoise because they're a little bit cheaper than the smails. And when you need so many, again, I may not go with the whole 50 that I need on top. I might just keep the yards as manual throws. So I'm drilling the holes in case I change my mind eventually. So the hole is there for the tortoise, Getting my ear itching today. Just in case. But I don't want to necessarily. The first level has tortoises on everything except for that, what do you call it? Stony Ridge area where I had put in a new switching area by the cement plant. And that those switches, once you get off the main line, are all manual throws, which is fair enough. I'm okay with that. It's actually almost easier. I kind of wish I would have done that in my other yards because then, especially my CR&E yard on the other side of the peninsula here. All right, good night, Artie. Thanks for coming in, buddy. You have to fill me in on what the doctor said. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm DCC. DCC is definitely the way to go, in my opinion. Now, nothing against DC. I always had a hard time like throwing blocks and everything when I was trying to run on a 4x8. I think it was a 4x12 by that point when I was a kid. And I was a kid, 12, 13 years old kind of deal, But I had the whole Atlas wiring book, and I had the whole Atlas system with the little switches and all that stuff, and the little Atlas switch tracks with the slide bars on the side. I had them all powered up, and I was able to run, 2 trains and all that stuff, and I had the different blocks and stuff set up on it. Don't ask me to do it now, but I had the little wiring book, and there's a few YouTube videos on them with the number of switches I'll have. I can't afford tortoise machines, 200 plus. Oh, geez. Get the current plan. Yeah, that's right. You get that huge building with that huge layout. You're planning. That is what I do. If I feel like I am not specialized in a specific area in the hobby, I only reach out to no more than 3 people I trust that are specialized in it. Yeah. Because, you ask 10 people, you get 15 different answers. Yeah, there you go. 10 different answers. City Junction has really inspired me to look more into the electronic side of the hobby. I've been very interested in everything he has been doing. Yeah, I really need to go back and rewatch that stuff. What it is it's like I have to be in the mood to learn it, I guess. I don't know how else to say it, because I'd start to glaze over. It's like, what the hell's happening here? And then I'd zone out because I don't know what the hell is going on. So Georgia Sunbelt, there's a power connection and a signal connection. The switch decoders I use, not NCE, also have separate connections. What do you use, Heath? That's $10. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same, Anthony. I thought I would get into switching, although I've done a lot on Train Simulator. Usually Human City Junction, I'm going down a rabbit hole. Yeah. Switching is fun, man. I like the trains running back here. I got just a mixed freight running. Picked up a couple new hoppers from, let's see if I can grab them off here without wrecking this train. Walther's mainline had, it was Yankee Dabbler had a sale on these Walther's mainline cylindrical hoppers. And in the camera dummy. They were $18.99 a piece. So, being I love hoppers, picked up a couple of these because I just thought they were kind of cool. I think they're both Canadian, I think. I know this one's Canadian for sure. Government of Canada. Gouvernement du Canada. But yeah, I just got these. As I did. Okay, let me see. I weathered the wheels on them and the couplers. Cut the little coupler things off. So I picked those up. Just got these in the mail this week. Had a pre-order come in from oh shit, Dave. I swear I'm gonna be stupid by the time I get another 10 years on me. Factory Direct Hobbies. Factory Direct Hobbies, which actually, thanks, Mike. I got your email. I'll read it here in a little bit. Which they just sent out a notice that they're going to restart model train stuff and be Klein. Yeah, Canuck Grainers, definitely. LCC, that DCC anymore to do my turns. Yeah, but yeah, because I've been buying all your DCC shit. Man, I gotta hit you. I had a runny nose all day yesterday, just drainage. Nothing clear, nothing stupid. I'm not sick. I just stupid nose wouldn't stop running. Let me see something. How I feel about electronics. Yeah, but unfortunately, Chris, you do have to learn some. I'm not saying you and you particularly, but we all need to know some electronics, just based off of what we're doing, obviously. And things like soldering come along with that. I've definitely gotten better with the soldering as I've gone along. Still could get better. We have this conversation. There's some things you could cut corners on, and still, like scenery, you could cut corners a little bit and still make the end result look good. When it comes to track and wiring and shit like that, you just can't. And if you want things to run right, you can't. You just can't do it. Things have to be done correctly. Yeah, you're correct, Keith. Yeah. I think it's a different kind of electronics. Yeah. I don't know. I was wondering that too. I just got a thing. Old Chinese trick. Yeah. We're going out of business sale, and then they start. There's a furniture store here. That thing's going out of business every year for the last 20 years. I swear to God. And it comes back with just a little bit different of a name, but the same. Oh, that stinks to me. That's going around. And so is this like just like a weird sinus drainage. Like my nose is kind of go from stuffy and all of a sudden be runny, but when I blow it, there's not much coming out. It just feels like it's running, like postnasal drip or something. It's just annoying because I feel like I got boogers running down or snot running down my nose, Yeah, I don't know, Heath. That's a good question, man. Now, they say they're going to look at reinstating points and all that stuff. I bought through them some, but I don't know. Some companies do real good with shipping, and other companies that totally ruin a deal for me with their shipping costs. And I know it's part of business and it's part of the whole thing, but it just annoys me, man. How one company can charge, $10 to ship something, and another company's charging $15. And especially when it's something really small, you get like a little bottle of paint or something like that, or even something in an envelope. What did I just pay the other day? Got some like window scenes because I built all those buildings, so I wanted to get some paper scenes for the back behind the windows so you could look in there and see something. And Dwayne, that's funny. Mustache catches them. Trick to soldering is a good iron and using flux is key. Yes, I do. I just have one of those Weller. It's like a $25 iron, but it works well. Eventually, maybe I'll get like a station and all that, but I don't know that I need all that nonsense. This works well for me. You got to keep the tip good, just the tip. You got to keep it nice and clean. Shut up, dirty old man. Yeah. And that's it. Some people like yourself, Heath, I applaud you for that, are just big electronics guys. They enjoy learning about them. They enjoy using them. And I am I'm not a big electronics guy, but I do enjoy them to a point. It's just understanding how to do it. I'll learn it like when I was wiring up these switch H just the other night. It's like I had to pull the manual back out because I'm like, how do I program this again? Because I haven't programmed them since I wired all this stuff up on the bottom level. So, thankfully I keep all those manuals. And I was yeah, techno difficulties. Like I say, I'm good enough to get by, but not fancy enough for I want to get into signaling and all that stuff and block detection. And in my mind, I want to do it, but it's just a daunting task, and I don't know. It's what it is. Signals, I'd like to put at least some basic signals up. Whether I use sensors or something, I don't know. Tortoises, when I wire those up, I always pre-wire my tortoises before I install them. So I did add 3 wires. I believe those are for powering your frogs and stuff, but I use all insel frogs, so I'm not doing that. I don't know. Jason, you might know. Is that for like LEDs and stuff? That's why I put 1 and 8, and I did like 2, 3, 4, or whatever. It could be 7, 6, 5. But I put 3 wires to each one as well. And I thought it was for like wiring up signals. Hey, good afternoon, Dinmore Junction. Can't stop. Just wanted to say, well, I appreciate that. Recommendation for getting notifications, do one step at a time. Don't try to do everything at once. Yeah. But that's what I was getting in over my head a little bit. Was I was trying to, as I was building, I was trying to plan ahead. So when I got to those stages, wiring was already in, things was like for blocks. I had the blocks cut and I had the BD20s. A lot of the first level has BD20s in it for blocks because I wanted to eventually maybe go into CR&E and that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I kind of like using the controllers too. My only worry is that I'm kind of stuck in this level. And as this hobby's progressing, we're getting more into like you got like your Blue Namis, your Wi-Fi, your iPhone to power things up and run it through CR&E or just using your phone. I do have the NCE interface, which I can hook up to the layout. Right now, I just have it hooked up to my power track, my programming track, which is my track is movable. Like it's just a piece of track about 3 feet, 4 feet, whatever this table is, and it's on a board, and it has a PCP panel on it for NCE. Is that interface on it, and then I could hook up like my ESU programmer to it. That's another thing. I gotta figure that out more. Use tortoises, built-in double pole, double throw switch to power your frog, or do LED indications on your panel or signals, however you want to do it. Okay. So ABS signaling. Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. Boy, I've heard that many times. That was my dad's favorite saying. Trying to figure out signals makes me nervous. Programming all the aspects seems very confusing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Now, Azitrax makes a pretty good system for signaling, I guess. Jason, Train Man, Jason, not Train Freak, the other Jason, Train Man, who just tore down his layout, is going to rebuild again. I get it, but if I tear this thing down, that's it. I'm getting the hell out. I'll end up doing like a little switching layout or something because this is almost too much. Let me click some cameras here if they work. Show you what I've been working on. All right, so this is, let me do the other camera first. All right, so I don't worry, I'm adding more bench work in front of this square. I'm going to kind of, like I did down below where the junkyard is, I'm going to bring it out and kind of curve it. So all this wood will be filled in. So I know it's really close to the edge and actually over the corner there on the right. But it's coming from the town, coming around this inside curve with this turnout will be going up the peninsula. And then obviously the outer one goes through the backdrop to the other side. Oh, there's my train. Oop, choo-choo. Now let's watch the train for a minute since this is there. Good morning, Tony B. Hey, Bernard Seed. I don't know if I said hi to you before. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Good morning. Weathered up some guns the other night. Somebody else had a sale. I picked up a new gondola. Oh, that. I gotta stay off of these things because, man, I find sales and I don't want to buy shit I'm not supposed to be buying. I need to buy tortoises, not guns. All right, let's go back over there. So where you saw that going through underneath the picture back there. Obviously, there's the backdrop on the right, and it comes through, and then you see that little TTX box car comes up here. It's a double main. There's a crossover on this end, and then there's the inside main coming up the peninsula to the right there. And again, I'm going to add more wood and see underneath the bottom there where you got all the vacuum and all the other shit. I cleared off the top so you can see it. I had all that stuff was up top. But yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing up top as I did at the bottom with the wood here in the middle. And but you can see the start of the ladder. This will be the CSX yard, this ladder here. I got to tweak it a little bit more. This is all just kind of laid in there temporarily just to see for fit and everything, you know. So yeah, making some progress, and it does go, just the two main lines there against the wall, they go all the way down to the end, the other end. I don't have a camera on that. I'm just trying to figure out how much more like track I need to buy. I'm totally fine with using like used track in that in the in the yards, stuff like that. Tony B. Good to see you, man. How's things in SoCal? Daryl says the weather's not been that good out there. Mine uses LCC to run the signals and switches. Looks cool, but not what I want on there. So MGP Mullen signal decoders. Can do ABS or CTC. Just need to figure them out. Okay. See, that's kind of why I like talking to Jason, because he's not just knowledgeable on the electronics end of it with this stuff, but he is like historically knows the prototypical stuff. Bottom line for me is I just want things to work, and things to run. I'm going to look prototypical, of course, as much as I can, but let's see. Cool on the MGP buy. No one ever said it was easy to be a pioneer. Looking forward to the adventure. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point, Mike. You know, anytime there's something new out there, it takes guys to kind of use it, review it, promote it, to get other guys interested in it, to see that it's not as scary as you think it is, you know. Sometimes I think some of these companies like overthink the way they're doing things, and it just, like signaling. Why is signaling got to be so confusing to everybody? I don't know. Myself included. It's so, like, I don't say scary, because I'm not scared of it necessarily. I'm just overwhelmed by it a little bit. Like, I don't know which way to go. And it's not cheap, so I don't want to start buying things and decide, well, that's not the way to go, you know. So, and you see, I spend money. It's not like I'm afraid to spend money on this shit. It's just that I don't want to waste money. You know, if I'm going to buy something, I want it to be the right things. Just like all you guys, I'm sure. You know, it's like a duh, no shit, dummy. Thanks. Cost of about 40 more tortoises. I'll sell you a cord of wood. Dave, BNSF Scout. Been a while. Good morning, Dave and the Coffee Club. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we missed you, man. I wasn't on last week. Yeah, that was a crazy thing. Yeah, thanks, Ann. Like the power went out, and I came right back on. This was on Wednesday night. About an hour later, the power went out. I don't have the pictures on the computer, but there was a couple of transformers that went down. I don't know what happened. It was windy, but man, there's a couple people got pictures and posted them on like the city Facebook group and stuff. And yeah, it was bad. They were on fire and sparking and everything else, man. And we really didn't get power back until almost noon Friday. So that sucked. Or Thursday. I got power back Thursday, but it was after the show, and around by that time, I was already involved in other shit. Weather is nice, 50% thunderstorm Friday. Yeah, like I said, I want to get upstairs and see what they're doing to my roof. They weren't supposed to get here till like 10, but I think around 10 is when the thunderstorms are supposed to kind of start. So I think we're trying to get in here and get that roof done before that. Hey, Floyd Robbins, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. Okay. So which one of the CTC, is that the more modern system? I know all the switches and everything on these lines up here are controlled out of Jacksonville for CSX. Yeah. No, I know what you mean, Tony. It's like, especially if you don't know exactly what you're doing with it or exactly what you need. I was starting to fall into that trap. Like I have the AIOU one, whatever the hell it's called, for the signal blocks, for the BD20 block detectors and all that stuff. It's installed. The blocks are in. I think it's working, but it's not hooked up to a computer, so I can't really see how that's all working. And it was as I was building laying out the first level, and it was taking me forever. And I was spending money on all this stuff. And I'm like, man, I need stuff to continue on with the track work and that, So, I don't know, I got it to a certain point, and then I kind of let it go, and I haven't gone back to it, to be honest with you. So I just said, the hell with it. Oh, no, I just getting a new garage roof. My garage roof was growing more moss than it had shingles on it. And it was probably 5 years past due to get it fixed or get it replaced. So we got some estimates, and it's not a cheap job. It's a single car garage, but it's, complete tear off and new gutters and downspouts on it. And then they're doing gutters and downspouts on the house too. I had a new roof put on the house 10 years ago or something. And the gutters were in pretty good shape still. But with this job, we were able to get a good deal on getting new gutters and downspouts in the house. We're getting the 6 inches instead of the 4 inches, so they hold more water. I have not a real tall, it's a bungalow, but I have a very steep pitch. So that water just wants to fly right off, Oh, and gutter guards, which is what I really wanted, was gutter guards. Okay, Dwayne, have a good day. I'm going to be running out of here too. Yeah, John, that's what I'm saying. I think because they originally said they were going to come around 10, and they showed up here like at 7:45, getting set up to go. So, I mean, it's not a huge roof. It's, I guess you'd say a car and a half. It's 20 long by, the door's 8 feet, so probably 10, 12 wide, maybe 12 by 20. I don't know what the hell they are. Because a car and a half wide, maybe. It's more of my shed than anything else because the one car fits, it's tight. The van does not fit. So we don't even park in there. PTC is today, which is basically CTC with more precise schedules, not very different signaling per se, but operations within the railroad. Okay. Oh, geez, Dave. Don't wish that on Heath. So, anyways, Jason, I'll be getting a hold of you soon. I need some decoders. I might actually send you this if you think you can do it, I might actually have you work on the steam locomotive that I have so I can actually get it up and running. Because I just don't have the desire to mess with it. Maybe I'll get to use my coupon code if you guys want it. Decoder installs and track planning at Train Freak Hobbies. Crooked Savings. Get you 10% off. Maybe he'll let me use my code for a decoder install. I already bought the decoder and everything off of them. I have everything I need. I just don't have the desire to install it. And it's going to just keep sitting here forever. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll see whenever he gets an opening. Maybe he can squeeze me in. Give me a price on doing it. Yeah. We talked a little bit about that earlier, how they took over or bought out MB Klein or whatever. Got a long email about it the other day. And Factory Direct I've used. In fact, I just got a pre-order from them. Pre-ordered, got it, feel like forever ago. I got the let me grab it and show it off. I haven't even opened it yet. Oh. It's almost if I had to get one. I have just a regular one up there. But I figured with all the anniversary units coming out, I really like this one. It's the dark blue one. And I got a couple of the Walther Seamasters food trucks. I got the Dough and Joe food truck and the Tacos to Go food truck. I thought that looked kind of fun on the layout. In the downtown area, I'm going to put like a little park area maybe and have food trucks there. So I guess I'll unbox this. Let me see if I can bring that down. Yeah, but I pre-ordered it whenever these came out, probably about a year ago. And I don't think I had to put anything down. I do think that they're starting to, I think it was these guys, they're starting to ask for either 5 or 10% down when you pre-order something. So, all your manual shit, that nobody reads. So I'm actually wondering if more companies are going to start doing that, asking for a percentage down when you pre-order, just to kind of have you make more of a commitment to it. Like, I know Scale Trains still hasn't taking electronics classes. There was a woman who was taking the classes. Nobody wanted to be her lab partner because she always blew stuff up. That's good. That was her goal. Thanks, Ken. Yeah, but that's an expensive release. Hey, Kyle. How you doing, man? Hello, Andy. High-speed engineering on that packaging. So, yeah, these are nice. Nice locomotives. I see a rant coming. Nice and heavy. I feel like some of their stuff is light, but this is really nice and weighty. Here's my rant. Stupid, stupid, stupid plastic couplers. $300 locomotive, literally. Well, no, this was pre-order was $260 or something like that on it, $265. And they still send you out a plastic coupler. That is, I know it sounds stupid, but in my opinion, that is just ignorant. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much. Let's go. Come on, camera. Pissing me off. Sorry guys. We get all freaking dizzy. Thanks, Mike. You became a new member today. That's awesome. Thank you, buddy. Hey, Wesley. Scott, you can get sponsors anytime. You know what I mean? You don't have to have a certain amount of subscribers. That's a pretty locomotive, man. I like it. Or you just get my passenger cars to run on this layout, I'll be a happy guy. When I added lighting to all of them, I think I need to redo the way I wired the lighting to the trucks. I think I got the trucks like too tight. Like they want to jump this Atlas turnout, this curved turnout. So there you go. It'll focus, we'll be happy. Not too bad. Not too bad, Arthur. I'm not going to put it on the try. Maybe I'll do a video of it someday. I've just, honestly, guys, just not been in the mood to make videos. I know it's lazy. I need to do one. Just an update video. I haven't done an update in so long. I was looking at my channel the other night, and I swear all this is on my channel anymore, just like my live streams. And I feel bad about that. I mean, you guys that watch me here pretty regularly have seen. What do you go on their site to register now? Just have like a registration card. 1 year limited warranty. Scout Trains, you go on the website and register and get your 2-year warranty when you register. I'll look through it later. Leave the book out so I know what the program shit to. There you go, guys. There's that. So anyways, getting back to what you're asking an hour ago. Yeah, I had 2. I sent them back. Yeah. Yankee Dabbler, which is a sponsor too, CR&E. 5% code CR&E. When it works. They say it still works, but I have a hard time using it sometimes. I don't know what the hell's going on. Called and talked to Bob about it, but he said it's still active. I could keep saying it isn't. It's kind of annoying. Let's keep my receipt with my locomotive purchases. I don't know if that's needed, but I do. Forgot this pre-order was coming. Oh, son of a bitch, forgot to put all that stuff back in the box. I'll do it later. But yeah, Yankee Dabbler I go to a lot. Midwest has got terrible shipping costs. So does Lombard. But Lombard has good prices usually. But I go to Yankee Dabbler a lot for stuff. I also check Iron Planet a lot. And then you got Heath's code there too. Human. Now, there was a few things that said I wasn't allowed to use it on. I can't remember what it was now. Decoders, I think. Yeah. So, like with the Scout Trains, they don't have the trip pins on them. And the rivet counters come with metal couplers. Just not a huge fan of their couplers. I don't know. I've been leaving them on the locomotives more until I have a problem with them. Then I get rid of them. But on the cars, because I always buy the Operator Series cars for the most part. Hi, Andy. Thank you. Yeah. But the coders from Iron Planet, I have to use Heath's code. Now for my favorites, I want to go with Jason's go-to decoders from that Bunami. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know that I'll ever really go to that. For the extra cost, I don't know that it's worth it, but we'll see. I might give it a try just for fun. But yeah, if you need decoder installs, get a hold of Jason, Train Freak Hobbies, and use the Crooked Savings code. It's Crooked Savings. They'll give you 10% off. So definitely use it. But I agree, companies don't want to use KD couplers when we always replace them anyways. Oh, you're talking about the cat? Was it Cato? Oh, Bowser. Yeah. Chris, did you end up switching from the Sergeants, or are you still using the Sergeants? I know they went out of business, but I thought somebody was going to be buying them up and restarting it. I know you used to use Sergeant couplers all the time. And then I thought you were going to have to start switching back over to KDs. I don't know how compatible they are with KDs or any other brand couplers. That was the only downside with Sergeant. And I just didn't have the patience to put those damn things together. No, it was MB Klein. Did they buy out Midwest too? See, that we don't want. I don't want a conglomerate that owns everything. You know, it's nice to have the different shops so you have competition and you have, you know, to keep each other honest. You know what I mean? Let's see. And that's the thing I like about Jason, this statement right here. So this is, he could easily say, yeah, you buy it from me, but he's being honest. You know, like Iron Planet Hobbies, especially with Heath's code, which Heath, I think that's what I wasn't able to use it on that day. I asked you about it once, but it was weird because I'd been able to use it in the past for decoders. I think it was decoders. I was looking at buying some track. I put it in a cart, added the code, and it did let me use it for track. But unless it was decoders, yeah, whatever. You know, you can still get the decoder cheaper from Iron Planet Hobbies than me, to be honest. My discount comes in the labor of the install. That's what it is. It's he will sell you the decoder too, but it's the labor cost. It's 10% off of the labor. And then same thing with track plans. 10% off on those. You order from Lombard since they are fairly close and package arrives quickly, but use several others. Yeah. I would like to just go to Lombard's. They generally have really good prices. Thanks, Kyle. Yeah, this is P42 DC. My own is a P42. I don't know, whatever. Something. You know what? It's a blue locomotive that says Amtrak on it. That's about what I know about the difference. Honest to God. I like the look of this. I like the slope face on it and everything. I'm not a big fan of the look of the Acellas. Is that how you say it? I think they're trying to kind of get into that high-speed look like the Japanese do. Let's celebrate for the 50th metal yellow first red. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Yeah, I think it looks good. I mean, obviously they had a lot of other ones. You know, there's that black one that had the railroad crossing tracks or whatever on it and stuff. This says Beach Grove on the corner. I don't know what that is. That's an area that it services or what. But it's nice. It's got the air hoses. I don't see any like MU cables or anything like that, but I'm not a big passenger guy, but I figured, especially with the 50th anniversary, I just really thought they were kind of cool. I like when they do like neat heritage stuff. No, like Yankee Dabbler, I didn't have to pay them. They're a sponsor. I don't get any kind of kickback from that at all. I reached out to them. They have a lot of other, like I know Vinny's got a code. Engineer Hall has a code. I think Eric Hall. Yeah, I think he's got a code with Yankee Dabbler. There's a bunch of people. Now I don't know about the other guys' agreements, but they're all 5%. I think even Vinny got kicked back down to 5%. He used to be 7%. I have a hard time. Plus, it sounds unethical to ask museums for money. Maybe that's just me. I don't know what I missed. Yeah, I want to ask museums for money. Yeah, lazy. Yeah, about making videos. Yeah. Oh, did they have that barbed wire fence? Is nice. I showed that in my last video update when I did the farm. Hey, Bud Files, how are you? It's raining in Maryville, Indiana. It's coming my way, man. Yeah, Johnson South bad. Go Irish. I was not playing the Buckeyes. I like the Irish. I like them enough. I mean, I'm not. Be a huge. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Jason can install them. No, and that's what I was saying the other day. Now, like with scale trains, I'm going to use them as an example. I am going to get out of here, though, because I want to go see what's happening in my garage. Last thing, real quick. To buy the DCC ready, you save about $100, and then you could choose whatever decoder. Now, I don't know. You would probably have to change the whole board and everything out on the scale trains, because I think the way the boards are, you can't just do the chip. You'd have to put a new board and everything, like a decoder buddy or something like that. Don't quote me, Jason will be able to tell you more on that. But by the time you buy Keep Alive, the new soundtracks decoder, or whatever decoder, because the scale trains has the capacitors in it. So by the time you do the same thing you would do if you bought it already in there with the ESU decoder, you're going to be more expensive than if you just bought it already done. Now, if you don't like ESU, then I would understand not wanting to have it in there. So there's definitely reasons. Or if you're DC, there's another thing. Yeah, Mike, I like them too. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I've tried to use it, and it like I've had to log completely out and go completely in on a new like tab, and it works. It's still active. I don't know why it's giving me trouble. I've tried using Engineer Halls as well, and it doesn't work. Now I'll use Vinny's sometimes, and his works. But I did call and talk to Bob, and he researched it. He got back to me, and he said it is active. I'm using it right now. So I don't know what the hell the deal is with it. So I apologize if I'm having issues. I'll have to reach out to him again. Now that's something there. So I had looked at pre-ordering through Yankee Dabbler the Heritage units for CSX. Now, if you do that and use my code, you will get the 5% off on that. And it would be cheaper than if you bought it through Scale Trains. It really is. But you have to pay for the pre-order when you pre-order it. So like a lot of companies will either have you put a little bit down up front or pay for it when it comes in like Scale Trains does. Yankee Dabbler makes you pay for the pre-order up front, which I can see why. But at the same time, some of these pre-orders go forever before they actually come out. And it's a lot of money to come up with them, up front sometimes. So, but then you don't have to worry about it, a year from now when they come available. It's already paid for, and there's your order, and then you're done. So, I mean, there's that too. So, John 26:18, how you doing, my friend? And James, hi. Mike H.O. Trains, good morning. Gotta do some more. And we'll have to talk logistics on when I'm coming down. So I got that Friday and that Monday off. Off Thursdays. I don't know if you're off Friday that week of Timonium. I was thinking about maybe coming Thursday. Trying to get there maybe towards the end of your workday or something. But I may leave here early just to beat that traffic down there around DC. So I may still leave like at 7, 8 in the morning so that I'm not hitting that rush hour at night. I just fiddle fuck around for a few hours if I have to, if you're not home yet. Where's that at, Dave? Refresh from memory, man. Burn piles are getting large. Burn warning here. Oh, you mean, is that at your place or what? New Bowser, Western Maryland, RS3 has any issue decoder. Tried reading all pages with Decoder Pro and it just went on for almost an hour before I killed it. Do I need? Yes. You need a issue programmer to read all that stuff. I think. Pretty sure. Which I have not. I have, but I've not gotten really into specifics and really in depth with it yet. But to my knowledge, you need an issue programmer, which Yankee Dabbler does have. Well, they did have. That's where I bought mine from. And it's been a while. That's before I. Just read your email, Mike. Yeah, let me know. Appreciate it. Back to Katie's. Okay. Yeah, I wondered. Did you switch everything out? I don't remember if they're compatible or not. Dave, after doing my first Bonami decoder, I'll be going that way for now on. Simplistic programming on the main, on the fly, and less controllers I need to buy for my DCC system. Yeah, well, like I said, it's usually just me running here. I have, well, this is actually basically a Pro Cab now because it's a wireless with the SP5 system. And I have a cab, wireless cab 06. So this one. That's all I need. So I can operate, one other person can operate, If I ever have more people operate, then I'll have to figure something out. Or I think like when Anthony came up to visit, he brought his controller with him because he wanted to use, he was more comfortable using that. I brought mine down when I went down. I'll probably bring it down again. You got to remind me, Anth. Bring it down again when I come. NCE controllers? Let me know. Is yours wireless or no? I have 3, actually. I have actually one that is actually still power cab that I use on the programming track that I just plug in with a flat cable. So I do have a 3rd one, like I said. And I do have the UTP panels around that you can plug into. I never finished putting them all in because I went to the wireless system because I don't know. Just easier, man. It's nice not to have cords everywhere and plugging in and unplugging. Hard to keep up with sergeants when things stop manufacturing, especially couplers like double shelves, long shanks, etc. Definitely need competition to keep those guys honest. Hey, how you doing, Eric? Good morning. we're on a T scale. What's a T scale? Hey, Papa John. T scale is so $1,000. No shit. You get $100 off if you use Jason. Crooked savings. So you're charging. I don't. What the hell is T scale? Is it small or is it big? Never heard of T scale. Or at least, or I'm not in on the joke. I don't know. Yeah, no doubt, Bernard. You know, he easily have said, you know, buy them from me. I get a better price, or you know, whatever. And not mention, and here, not even mention any other companies. Even if he didn't say buy it from me, I got a better price or whatever. He didn't have to mention anybody else's company. So there's that. You know, that's the reason right there, just to use them. Hey, keep it on the tracks. What's up, Mike? Beach Grove is one of the shops in. Oh, okay. Shops in Illinois. Well, I guess that's not too far from Ohio, so it would probably could run through here on the Lakeshore Limited, actually, from Chicago to Boston. Never know. Doing good, Mike. I'm actually getting out of here. I keep saying it, but I got guys doing my garage roof today, trying to beat the rain and gutters. I may not get to the gutters today, but they're at least trying to get the roof done. So I'm nosy and I want to get out there and see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen much of him. I know his health wasn't that good there for a while. I don't know if he's gotten any more issues or how he's feeling. Yeah, thanks, Eric. You guys don't mind hitting the like button on your way out? Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I try to do right, man. Like I said, I got to get an update video put out. I keep saying it, but yeah. Okay, Jason. I thought so. We had this conversation once. Their board doesn't support like the lighting functions or something. The ESU board intentionally does that, I think, to just do a 21 pin, like pop one out and pop one in. You got to replace the whole board. Yeah. Now, question: could I buy, say, a PMP 8 board and put that in instead of a decoder buddy? You know, take the scale trains board out completely. Instead of a decoder buddy, do the PMP board, or you have to use a decoder buddy because of the way the lighting functions are. Next 18 socket. You mean like electronic socket, or you mean like a wrench socket? Never heard of Next 18. That don't mean nothing that I haven't heard. Yeah, I mean, I like them enough. I tend to put soundtracks in when I put my own decoder in, which I don't know why I do that. I should try to stay with one company. It would be easier to program everything to match up with one another, I would think. But interesting. Yes. Cream and sugar, please. Make that a large, will you, Mike? Yeah, we've had a very mild winter here. We haven't even had a lot of cold. And that's snow only, and just very little snow. But even just like real cold, bitter stuff, we haven't had either. It's been nice. Yeah, I think those are the two biggest ones, aren't they? Scout soundtracks and ESU. Yeah, I feel like everything is pre-orders now. I recommend someone with shaky hands using it. Once it snaps in, it holds. But if someone dropped that locomotive on the floor, it could come loose. Well, a lot of things will come loose if you drop the locomotive on the floor. Like most of the locomotive will come loose. Hey, Delft Junction. Good morning. Yeah. I feel like everyone's doing okay. Best as we can. Yeah, I don't know if it. I like I said, I'm not sure. I thought you had to have a maybe to program it. You really need to have a ESU programmer, but I don't know. Yeah, and that's fine, James. I kind of just started getting into it more and more. Some of it was out of necessity. Just I started told myself I have to get comfortable opening up these locomotives and doing this stuff to them. Told a story many times a few years ago when I first got back in about two brand new GP38 Athearn Genesis. Um, I don't know what run. They were new to me. They were new, probably new old stock. Bought them from where the hell did I buy them from? They'll come to me. Not Lombard. It's the other one out that way, Nebraska or something like that. Anyways, doesn't matter. Had to send them back to Athearn. Athearn had them forever, man. I mean, 3-4 months. I mean, it took me forever. I am not exaggerating. It took me forever to get them back. I had to send them out to Long Beach, and it was just ridiculous. Brand new. Couldn't even run them. I wasn't getting. They kept stalling out. I don't know if it was decoders or wiring or what. And I was really new back into this, new to DCC. Didn't want to mess with it. Brand new locomotives. Didn't want to avoid any warranties or anything. They fixed it for free. I'll give them that. It was truck wires. I had a truck wire come loose on both of them. I mean, right out of the box. Now, I would check that myself and just resolder the damn truck wire on and not have my locomotive at his factory for 4 friggin' months in a repair shop. So that was when I decided I got to learn how to work on these. And I started out with like Athearn blue boxes and Athearn ready to rolls, stuff that wasn't as expensive. And that's what I did. Started learning how to do some installs. Not perfect at it. Jason's a huge help to me. Reached out to him many times and, hey, what did I program wrong on this thing? I got this going on, He's always been a great help with that. Gravity does happen. It's one of those funny things in life. Yeah, and I get it. For somebody like you who is really good at this, I get it. And for me, it's just by the time I order everything I need for the Tsunami to add into to replace the ESU in these scale trains locomotives, it would be more expensive anyways than just buying it already together. And I'm okay with the ESU. I don't dislike it. I do enjoy installing the soundtracks better. I think the sound and everything's better. But a programmer and board tester. Okay, I have the programmer, but I don't have the board tester. I think I paid $150 from Yankee Dabbler for the ESU programmer, and that's been 5 years or so ago. Funny thing is, it took them forever to ship it for some reason. The order got messed up, so I called them, and then I ended up with 2 of them. And I mean, of course, I sent the one back. I didn't pay for two of them. I could have kept it. Could have been dishonest, but I sent it back. And he paid me for the shipping to send it back to him. Thanked me for, being honest and catching it. Because it was $150, Total mistake. I don't know how that happened, but I think because I called, they shipped one, and then one was already been shipped, and they finally came, and I had two of them, came in separate boxes, you know what I mean? But like I said, I only paid for one. That's something, too, if you just start out with just a regular function locomotive, decoder, I mean. Yeah. Well, I might be interested at least in the wireless ones. The other two, I'd have to send in the soundtrack or into NCE to have the wireless put in. That's usually about $100, $115, I think. Let me know. Like I said, I'm not going to be buying them anytime real soon. I don't necessarily need them, but it's something I wouldn't mind having. Hey, Mike, story of how I'm on Railroad Club. I'm like 10 minutes behind. All right. Smaller than Z scale. Okay, I wondered. Yeah, jeez. Hi, Ray Ron. Okay. Well, all right, bye, James. He's probably been gone. Thanks, Del. Junction, appreciate that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, oh, you're talking about the PMP8? Yeah. Oh, wow, raining over there? Funny way of wording it, but yeah. Thanks for coming in, Buffalo and Pittsburgh. Oh, thanks. You barely see it back there, but yeah, I got the pilot tanker. Not bad, not bad. I think it's just the trucks and stuff. I like their stuff. For what I do, there's plenty enough detail. Oh yeah, there's I forgot about them. The wow sound. Is that NCE? There's wow sound. NCE is another decoder. Oh yeah, that's right. Uploads. That's the one. Gee, I'm way behind. Spring Creek. That's why I got those through. It's not their fault. Nothing to do with them. In fact, I called them first and like, yeah, you're gonna have to get a hold of Athearn on that because we sold it brand new. I mean, it's not something that we didn't sell it to you used. It was a new unit, 2 new units. Yeah. In this, that's Tsunami 2. Is in this. That's what you're asking, Mike. It's impressively heavy, man. Which I seem to remember that one of the things I didn't care for with Athearn Genesis was the weight. A couple of the ones I have, they're a little bit older now. Not old, but like the 1943 Veterans unit and the George Bush unit, I feel like they were not very heavy. They weren't good pullers. I need to remember all the numbers, and it's easy to make a profile. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, same here, man. I'm starting to feel. I keep saying I'm leaving. You talking about the truck? One turbine. Put a chip in that. Smooth on DCI. Okay. I thought so. Like I said, I was behind, so I didn't even see your comment until a little bit after. All right, guys. Seriously though, I do have to go. It's almost an hour and a half now, which is fine. But I got to pee. I want to be nosy, see what's going on with my garage roof, and am I getting some breakfast in me? So there's all that. But yeah, definitely, if you need decoders installed, hit up Jason. Train Free Hobbies, Crooked Savings. I've said it a bunch of times now, but I just like to remember to remind you guys because it does great work. And yeah, anybody has tortoises, snails, actually Flex Track. I use Code 100. I've been using Atlas, but I don't necessarily care who makes it. I'm going to use it mostly for yards. I think I have enough to do my main lines. I think it'll be close, but we'll see. See how it goes. All right, that's it. Talk to you guys later. See you on the other streams. And there's the Train Freak Hobbies we call it website. And yeah, give them a call, send them or give them an email. And Jason, let me know on that steam locomotive. We'll talk about that because I don't know. It's something I'd like to get up and running, and we'll have to talk about that. All right, guys. Bye for now. See you next week.